Hello, hi everyone. Today we'll see the support ticket of one support ticket where the business had the requirement and we are going to fulfill that requirement. What was the business requirement? The business requirement was whenever they don't have the goods in the system and if they have the goods in their hand, they need to be able to post the goods issue to any of the department. So let me explain that scenario. For example, so let me take an example. So you have your company code. You have your company, which is 1994. Let me take an example. And you have your plant, which is also 1994. And your storage location, which is SL02. And you have a material of, for example, XYZ. Okay. And the book quantity, or you can call it as an SAP quantity, is 0 as of now. From this example, we can understand that in our company, under one company, we have different plants. In that one plant, we have a material XYZ. For that material, we don't have any stock. So now we got a requirement and we are going to place a vendor order. So our vendor is XYZ and the material is same as XYZ. Then we need a quantity of 100 pieces and our plant is 1994 and our storage location is SL02. Okay, so now we already think that we have already placed a PO with the vendor. That PO is 450000XX. So this is the thing, this is the PO which we placed to the vendor. So now, as soon as vendor delivers the goods to your plant, you will be doing the GR, right? That is the first step. Then you do the IR, that is the second step, and vendor will get paid. Now, while posting the GR, you got an issue. System is under thing that system has an issue, or the inventory management has an issue, or you are not able to post the GR, or you are not able to take the material into your stock. And in the meanwhile, you have your manufacturing team who are waiting for that same material for the production purpose. They need 50 pieces for the production. Now, in this scenario, in book, you have 0 quantity, but in physically, you have 100 pieces in your hand. So as per SAP standard or any standard, we don't have option to provide the physically available stock to the manufacturing without any document. So business required this scenario to be fulfilled in SAP. So what is the requirement now? The physical quantity which we have in our hand without the document or with the document, you need to give it to the manufacturing department without the GR. So for that, SAP, as an SAP consultant, we need to suggest them how this is going to work in the SAP. So by checking the SAP system, we found a standard option called a negative stock. So we have an option of negative stock. Negative stock. This is a concept which has SAP standard. So using negative stock, you can provide the physically available goods to the manufacturing department with a document of the goods issue. So that what happens, whenever you issue 50 quantities from your physical stock, you need to do the goods issue. So goods issue is going to be done for the 201 moment time for the cost center, 551 for the scrapping. So these all are goods issue moment time. Whenever you issue the 50 pieces from your physical stock to the manufacturing department. So what happens? Your book quantity will become -50, right? Then post when your system gets ready for the GR, whenever you do the GR of 100 pieces, now you have book quantity of -50. Now you're going to add 100 in your stock, which is whenever you're doing GR. Now the actual book quantity will become 50, not 100, because already you have a negative value in a system. So this is a solution which was provided by us to the business. So let us check how this is getting fulfilled in the system now. Okay, let me go to the system and let me check and take one material for the example. Let me go to MMBE, which is a stock overview. Here I am going to check for the plant of this and execute. You see here, this material 1451, there is no stock in any of the stock, the unrestricted quality, any of the stock, there is not even a single quantity. But in system it is 0, but physically you have stock. So whenever you go and do the goods issue, to do the goods issue, you will go to Nego transaction. And if you're doing for 201 movement type, put the material here and put the quantity, how much you are going to issue, for example, 50. From where you want to issue? You want to issue it from 1994 plant. And you want to issue it from this storage location. Okay. As soon as you put all the details, you need to put the cost center because you are going to issue the material for the cost center. So if I click on post, system will throw me an error saying that deficit of storage location, unrestricted stock 50. What is the meaning of this error message? So in this storage location of SL02 in the plant 1994, this material 1451 does not have the stock. Okay, to get this fulfilled, you need to do some part of configuration. Okay, now let's check what is that configuration. To do the configuration, I go back from here. I go to SPRO. Under SPRO, I go to SAP reference IMG. Under SAP reference IMG, I go to material management. Under material management, I use inventory management and physical inventory. Here, as I'm doing a goods issue, I'll be selecting the goods issue. Okay. Before doing that, you need to add the plant's parameter. So under inventory management, you have a plant parameter. So select the plant parameter. So as of now, I'll directly copy this plant and put my plant here. Okay, I'll save this. And what is the use of this plant parameter? The use of this plant parameter is you can decide which type of stock you can do the negative stocking here. There are vendor consignment goods, there are stock of material with vendor, project stock, sales order stock, return back to customer, customer consignment, all are here. So if you select which type of material you need to do the negative stock or provide the material to the production, you can decide it from here. Okay, now I have done for my plant, the plant parameter. Now the second step is I go back and under this material management, under inventory management and physical inventory, I go to goods issue or transfer posting. Under this, I do allow negative stock. I execute this. Under this, I'll search for my plant and I will allow the negative posting here. Okay, as soon as we allow the negative posting here, double click on this plant, you will be able to see the plant here. So here you can decide which type of stock you can return or which type of stock you can do the negative special stock posting. Okay, as of now, I keep it blank. I go to storage location and I'm going to activate my storage location. Okay, I'm going to save this. Post I do this, I need to do other configuration. Let this transport equipment get saved. Okay, now the other transaction, what I need to do is I need to convert the error message into warning message. To do that, I go to the transaction OMCQ. Under this, check what is the error message you got. This was the error message. It is M7021. Clarify, let me go to the Migo transaction. Make it as a warning. Okay, let me save this. Go back. Now let me post a Migo transaction now. Migo transaction. Select the same material. And the quantity, let me put 50 pieces. And from where? From this plant and from this storage location. Okay, then I put the cost center and I click on post. See, system posted the document without the stock. Now, if I go to this stock overview and refresh it here, I'll be able to see the stock as -50. How did I do this? I don't have any stock. Without the stock, I'm going to issue the goods with a negative posting. So now I have 50 pieces that is in the negative, -50. Now, think that vendor has supplied the goods under this PO. The 100 pieces is already delivered. Now we are going to do the GR. If now we are going to do the GR, the 100 pieces, we do the GR, what happens? As I said here, we have -50 and vendor has delivered 100 pieces. So if this calculation happens, we will remain with 50 pieces. To do that, let me create a PO and show you. Let me go to the ME21 screen and quickly create a PO for the material. Material is 1451. So I put some supplier here. I put the material as 1451. And put a purchase org, my purchase group, and my plant. And I'll be entering the PO quantity as 100. I'm going to have a PO quantity of 100. And I'm going to enter my storage location as SL02. Now let me save this PO. I think this PO was raised before I do the goods issue. So now using this PO, I do the Migo transaction. I go to Migo. Now I receive the goods. Now if I receive the goods, let me receive 100 pieces directly. Now let me check what is the stock in the MMB, that is -50. Now if I am doing them GR for 100 pieces, we post directly. Document got posted. Now if I go back and refresh the stock overview, I will have 50 pieces. Okay, refresh. We go back and come inside. -50. Let me check what is the issue. It was I created the with different material. So let me cancel this. Let me put the material which I had the stock. So it is 1451. Let me use 1451. Okay, now let me post this. Here got saved. It is 534, 554. Now let me go and do the GR. Okay, now let me select 100 pieces directly. I will check and I'll post. As soon as I post the GR document, what happens in my stock overview? My stock was minus 50. Now it should become plus 50 because as per my calculation, I had minus 50. Now I received 100 pieces. 100 minus 50 is 50. Let me refresh it. You see here that stock is 50 pieces. By this, you can accomplish the client's requirement by fulfilling his requirement. His requirement was, let me repeat it again. He had a requirement of, he has the stock in his hand, but he don't have the stock in the system. So in an emergency basis, he need to provide the stock to the production department. So we have an option of negative stock in SAP. By using that negative stock, we can provide the stock to the production department as a negative stock. So our system stock will be minus 50, that is negative stock. As soon as we do the GR for the vendor stock, we will get the calculation of the vendor stock and the negative stock which is in system, and the system will show the remaining balance in the system. Okay. As of now, this is one ticket which we have covered. Thank you.